finally here. Opening day of the Maryland archery season. I am so pumped for another hunting season. Wasn't really sure if I was even going to get out much here in the beginning of the year. I actually have my first baby due here in 9 days, so very fortunate to have been allowed to come down here, and I'm glad he waited and held out. Hopefully I don't get a call tonight and have to bail out and head home, but if I do, that's exciting too. But hopefully he cooperates and knows that his daddy is a big time hunter, and he'll let me get a nice buck in tonight first. So I'm really excited for this set. I've had several good bucks on camera here. Last year I did shoot a buck here. Footage ended up terrible, so really hoping for a redemption out of that. There's one absolute stud. He was a stud last year, and he's a bigger stud this year. He's just very inconsistent. That last year, I got here opening day after tons of pictures leading up to the season, and I got in the stand and checked my cell cam app, and a buck, nice 9 point, was here 10 minutes before me. He's back this year. He's a slammer, so wouldn't mind closing the chapter on him since he eluded me last year. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Ready to get after it. Whatever it takes. Last month down here where it was 85, 90 degrees. Right before my son was supposed to be born, so little Troy Archer, he was actually born on my birthday, so that was a pretty cool birthday gift, and it's nice to be able to get back down here. I didn't think I'd be able to get here this soon, but blessed, fortunate, thankful, and ready to get after it tonight. Gut shot. Shit. Freaking blew it, man. 28 yards, maybe 20, like right around 30. I just freaking gut shot that buck. Ah, that's the beautiful big 9-point that I was hoping for, man. I've been after him for a while. Oh, I can't believe I blew that shot, though. I suck, man. I had a crazy evening, man. Had what, a 3-point, a spike, a half rack 3, that little decent 8 I passed, and a doe here for probably a half hour in front of me at 25 yards. Then I just had that nice 8-point. I was going to shoot him. He's up there on the list too. Beautiful, perfect symmetrical 8. I was about to shoot him, and luckily he delayed and like was stuck behind this tree to where I couldn't. He didn't give me the right angle, thank goodness, because then I turned around and I saw the big 9 coming, and that's the one I wanted so bad. He's a freaking stud. I got the 4-blade Grim Reaper. We're gonna kill that deer. It's a shame I had to do it like that, and we'll have to give him a lot of time. But oh my gosh, well, just gotta leave it in God's hands now. Hopefully the animal won't suffer. He provided that opportunity for me. I just didn't do my part, but still thankful, optimistic. Like I said, I used that big broadhead, and hopefully can get it done. All right, so we're out here the next day. It's been 15 hours, so we knew it was a terrible gut shot. Got to give him a lot of time. Right here we're at where we got down, saw the arrow covered in guts, found a little bit of red blood, and just immediately backed out. Drove back down, 2-hour drive today to get here. Gave it as much time as we could, and we're just going to take it slow and hope we can find this buck. Here. Tiniest little speck. Actually blinked and lost it. Yep, there we go. First, like, one on a leaf to actually see. Yeah, we looked for 4 hours where we thought he went. We couldn't, just grid searching, and we walked miles and miles in thick, nasty terrain. And here, mature buck started to circle back behind us. So we've been following speck after speck between the 3 of us, pin size for the last, how far do you think? 300 yards. So we looked for hours off to the right there, and here he circled up into the beans back behind the tree stand. So he probably watched me leave and then just continued to walk this direction. But not finding much blood, but we're still on it.
I haven't even seen. Stick with right here. His head's leaning on the tree. Yeah. He's dead. No. I told him this morning. The dog. The dog. And the birds are all back here, and he's like, he didn't go that way. My tree stands right there. He did like a 600 freaking yard loop. He's right behind me. Hold on.
After 5 hours, we just found them in there. Got them drug out right to here. Crazy thing, my tree stands right there in that corner. So the deer was shot right there in the corner on the other side of that tree line. He ran along that tree line in the grass on the other side, all the way out to that corner. We looked for 4 hours across there because that's where they all bed and go. and we lost blood. Hours later, Dad suggested just check to see if he circled back. We look, find tiny speck of blood in the beans. He went hundreds of yards up through the beans, all the way up to there, and then came all the way across the bean field, back to here. And thank you to these two jabronis,
Way to go, Ray.
the hound dogs, because that was a heck of a blood track. All right, what a roller coaster of a weekend here in Maryland. Had one of my best sits ever deer hunting. I mean, I saw 6 buck last night and a doe. Those deer were, you would have thought it was November 1st, the activity I was seeing in front of me for an hour. And then finally, last night, the 2 big boys came in. I was very close to pulling the trigger on the 8-point, and I saw him looking back, so I waited. I saw this guy coming. I was so calm, I was so ready until I saw him, and unfortunately I let the nerves get to me and I kind of just fell apart. I made a terrible shot. The angle was worse than I thought in person once I watched the footage. This deer, we gave him all night, so we came back today. We looked for 4 hours. Nick had 5 miles tracked on his phone. We looked in all the bedding areas we thought he went to, because we lost blood after like 60 yards in just the wide open grass field. But what he actually did is he took across the field, cut around the corner, went up through the beans, and circled back where he died 100 yards directly behind my tree stand, which is a total opposite direction we thought he went. But these bigger deer, they're not stupid and they know what to do. What a relief to finally walk up on him. I'm so thankful these guys were with me. Thankful God gave me that opportunity at this deer. I wish I could have done my part a little better, but in the end we got it done. He was in the shade, so he's still okay to get butchered up, and very excited and very blessed.